Wait, is it starting to work now? Of course, when I start using my phone, then my laptop starts working. Dadgummit. Well, are you working? What in the world? I don't understand this, guys. I do not understand this at all. So let me get. I started a live stream. I promise you guys, I started a live stream at the time that I scheduled at 7 o'clock. Okay, and it was running, but it started buffering a lot. It started freezing a lot, and I noticed nobody was showing up in the chat. So I gave y'all some time because sometimes it takes a while. Nobody ever showed up in the chat, and then it started freezing and unfreeze. I was doing a live show to myself because I even went to my channel and it wouldn't show my live show. Usually when I'm live on my laptop, I can go on my channel on my phone and make sure that I'm not buffering. But I couldn't even find it on my phone. So I don't know what was happening. Was I doing a live show? Was I not doing a live show? Am I going to see it pop up later on in my feed? I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Reese. I don't even think I was streaming. It was saying that I was streaming, but I wasn't. So I don't know. But I mean, the screen's up now, so what do y'all think? Should I try to go through the laptop, or do I need to stay on the phone? I'll let y'all. I mean, it looks like it's up now. The screen, everything's up, everything's working. What's y'all's feedback? I don't know. This is. I'm annoyed right now. I am annoyed, and I haven't had to worry about this since I got my Wi-Fi. So it's just annoying. All right. Well, I guess we'll try to do it this way then. I got a camera. I got a mic. I'm going to talk. So it looks like Jim Harbaugh is headed to the NFL. He's going to take the job at Minnesota. Did a video on that last night. Then I did a video on the train effect of, if he goes to Michigan, then who replaces him, then replaces that guy, blah, 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 on down the line. A lot of that stuff probably not going to happen, but y'all know me. I go down a rabbit hole, and that's pretty much what happened. And some of that could happen, but probably most of that couldn't happen because of the extensions that a lot of those coaches signed earlier this year or last year. But it will be a ripple effect for sure. It's just who's it going to be and where's it going to be. I think that Steve Sarkisian is going to bomb again at Texas. Yep, I think that's going to happen. I think Brian Harsin is in over his head at Auburn. So I think both Texas and Auburn are going to have some coaching vacancies. So we're going to see a lot of shifting after next year. I mean, we see it every year. I know it's not something new, but we see it every year. So I made those videos for you guys to prepare yourself, okay? Now, yesterday I went to the post office and went to re-up my P.O. box. My gosh, the prices have skyrocketed. So in order to re-up the P.O. box that I want, which is the same one that I had last time for 6 months, same amount of time. Last time it was, I think, $70, and this was like a year ago. This time it's almost $200. Freaking $200, okay? So two options here, okay? Because I know you guys want to send your mini helmets and all your stuff for the back wall, because I want y'all to send stuff so that I can put it on the back wall. That's the second time you've used the bathroom since I've started the live show. My cats, they get it. You're done. There's no way that you needed to use the bathroom 2 times in 5 minutes. That's ridiculous. Anyways, um, Munch, I'm serious. All right. Anyways, so two options for the PO box. All right, I can wait till tax time and we'll do it then. A couple months. If y'all want to wait, that's fine. No issues with that. But if you want the PO box sooner, then we're gonna need some support on that. So we got the PayPal up. That is strictly going towards the PO box. Anything that goes to PayPal is going straight to PO box. So I'll let y'all decide on that. Either way, I'm fine. Well, not even 100%. I'll say if we can raise half of that through PayPal, then we'll get it before. So we'll do it that way. But anyways, I'll leave it up to y'all. Either way, I'm fine. But it is crazy that a PO box for 6 months, almost $200. That doesn't even seem right. Like I'm almost half tempted to say that he misquoted me or something because that's over double what I paid last year. That makes no sense. So I might actually, the more I think about it, I might actually go back over there tomorrow and number one, see if the same person is there, and number two, see if they say the same thing because that just doesn't seem right. That seems way too much for a PO box. It's flat out ridiculous. Another thing that I've been working on is my brother bought me a Lego set for a West Virginia helmet, and it's one of those. It's one of those mini helmet type of things. So the Legos are really super small, but the good thing about that is the detail is going to be so much better. So here's where I'm at so far. All I have left is the top. How about, and the face mask. So there's your front. There's your side. There's your back. And there's your other side. So we're about halfway through. I think this is going to be pretty good. So we got the face mask left and the top, and we'll be done. And I'm going to put this in the background as well. So today was day 3 working on this. It's not difficult. It's just the Legos are so stinking small. And there's been, I think, 2 steps. The big thing that I was worried about was getting directions wrong because these are small. And when you look at the directions, they can be confusing because if you miss it by one spot, it'll mess up the thing. So I've only had to redo a layer twice as far as getting it in the wrong spot. But so far, it's turning it. That's pretty cool right there. 3D, everything, not flat. It's going to be, that's going to be on my back wall. And I think it's going to look really, really good. So all we have left is the top. And we'll be good to go. Now, whenever you start this thing, what they make you do is they don't go by layer at first. First, it's the side. And then they connect it in the front and the back. And then once it's connected, then you just start going layer by layer, up and up and up and up. So that's where I'm at now is we're just doing layers on up. Now, the way this ties into tonight's show is because I wanted to talk about West Virginia football for just a minute. So we all know that West Virginia is playing both Pitt and Virginia Tech. Well, those games, both of them, have been moved to Thursday nights. And that's what the ACC does. They play some of their games on Thursday nights. So that's another. Now, this isn't a super strong, oh, I told you type of scenario, but it's another one of those indications that's layered on top of the other things that I've heard and that I've seen as far as West Virginia going to the ACC. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it looks like I'll be going to the Pitt game with Talkis Pitt on a Thursday night. That's going to be really interesting. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pull that off, too, because of my kids going to school. But we'll figure it out. I'm going to go no matter what. This is not me making an excuse this early in the year. No, I will figure it out. I'm just saying it being pushed to a Thursday makes it a little more tricky. Because of my kids going to school, and I'm the one that takes them to school. So that's something that will need to be figured out. Now, the good thing is, it would probably only have to be for one day, meaning Friday morning. because I can get up there on Thursday. Well, you know what? Thursday afternoon, they might have to get picked up from school. But anyways, that's several months out. We'll be able to figure it out. By the way, we are in my studio. We're just at a different angle. Yeah, that's all my West Virginia hats right there. There's my back wall, just a different angle. I'm actually... Oh, we fell. Hold on. Let me lock this down, guys. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Am I doing it the right way? Yeah, there we go. I am. We're good. I forgot to lock it down. Alright, so... if you're just joining the live show, yeah, you're seeing this from a different angle because my laptop decided to be stupid. And so I'm running it through my... Hey, by the way, y'all hit the like button, alright? That helps hit this YouTube algorithm. Even if it's the worst live show of all time, hit the like button and it helps me out. You want to get out of here, that's fine too. But yeah, there's my background. You know, I've done a video on my house, but y'all have never seen it live. So here we go. I did some folding today. There's my studio lights right there. There's the outside. I actually have a pretty big bedroom, don't I? Yeah. I mean, it's not 100% clean today, but I did some cleaning today, so I'm proud of myself. You know, I would take you throughout the house, but I wouldn't be able to take the mic with me, so... you know, I actually don't drink Mountain Dew. That's actually my stepson's. He must have left it in here. Well, actually, my wife, she drinks Mountain Dew too, but, you know, things get left. I got my new headphones for live shows. I'll be using that in the future. I'm actually having Joey come down, my sponsor, and we're going to figure out a lot of things. There's a lot of things we need to do and that we want to do with this channel, even with the live shows, just to make it better. And, you know, I can give him the description of how I want the shelves built and all that stuff, but until he comes here, he's not going to know. I mean, even you guys, I can describe it in great detail, but actually being there and seeing what needs to be done, that's how you get exactly what you want. So, one shelf is going to be coming out from that side, and then the other shelf, of course, on the back side. And I think it's going to be a great setup. I think it's going to give it depth and dimension, and that's where the P.O. Box comes in. I want people to send helmets of their favorite team to represent, and we're going to try to get everybody. Even if, you know, if you went to Harvard, that's fine. Send me a Harvard helmet. Whoever. Doesn't have to be just Power 5 FBS. You know, all teams welcome. And we will make room somehow, some way. But, I know those things can get expensive. If you can't send a helmet, send anything that represents your team. Look, check this out, guys. Check this out. So, who was it? So that over there, let me bring it out real quick. This right here, a simple newspaper clipping was sent by Scotty B. He's a Baylor fan. That's RG3, Heisman Trophy. A simple newspaper clipping. That's fine. Anything, as long as it represents your team. So I already have the Coke bottle for the 2018 Clemson National Championship. I have the bottle for the Georgia 1980 National Championship. So if you're a Clemson subscriber, excuse me, I just drank some Pepsi. If you want to send me the 1981 National Championship for Clemson and the 2016 National Championship bottle, I'll put that up as well. And then, of course, Georgia fans, if you want to update me and send a 2021 National Championship bottle, I'll put it up there. So, you know, any little thing. As long as it represents your team, I'll put it up there. And this is the wood sketch that Joey made me. That always stays up there. And then I don't know if y'all know BVD, but he's a YouTuber. He's been at it for a while. He actually he painted that for me. So yeah, pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. And yeah, I'm streaming in portrait tonight because my stupid laptop was messing up on me. But it's still working, so we're good. Whatever works. So, what's everybody doing this evening? Let me do some shout outs real quick. I know I'm on the phone, so it's going to shake a little bit, so just bear with me. We got Joey, my sponsor. What's going on? Christian in the house. Reese. Eddie Rose, man. Jacob Watson. Let's see. Brendan Baker. Vandy Danny in the house. Let's see. Anybody else? David Lewis. MSU Detroit fan. Stephen E. Straight. John Kelly. I don't know if I already said your name. Sorry if I did. Gamecock Chuck, man. What's up, buddy? Mountaineer News 2 in the house. Let's see. J.R. Falls. No, Falls. I thought that was an I. My bad. J.R. Falls. BBD is in the house. There we go. That's what I didn't even see you in the comments section, and I was talking about you a minute ago. That's awesome. Love it. The sports nerd. I knew he was gonna drop by. That's awesome. You got a Lego built Michigan helmet. Send it on down if you don't mind parting with it. I'll display it. No problem. Let's see. Anybody else? I think I got everybody. Turn your camera BBD, trust me. I have let me try to do it while I'm live because I don't think I've tried it that way. Hold on. But usually it tells me to y'all give me 1 second here. Usually it tells me to not do that. So will it let me? See, it says rotate device. I turned it and it says rotate device. Can y'all still see me though? I can't see your comments. Somebody comment. See, that's what I'm saying, right? Well, I'm seeing them sideways. Dadgummit. That makes no sense. It literally won't let me. It tells me to rotate it back. Sucks so bad. But that's why I do the laptop. It just wasn't working tonight. Stupid phone. Crap. Now, hold on, guys. I'm all wobbly now. There we go. And I zoomed in. How about that, guys? What the heck? There we go. Nope. Alright. I'm not touching it anymore. Nope. I do need to lock it in, though. My gosh. This is a train wreck. I'm having fun. How about y'all? Even though it's a train wreck of a live show, I'm having fun. Oh, man. Yeah, I zoomed into myself. Let's see. Did I miss any? Oh, Tim Hall stopped by. I did miss him. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm in portrait mode now, so it should be back up and down. I don't know why it did that. That's so stupid. Everybody else says that they're able to do that, but mine, for whatever reason, can't do it. Yeah, I don't know, BBD, but that's why I go through my laptop. It's just my laptop was being stupid today, of course. So now I got to do it this way. So now that we're like fresh out of the 2021 college football season, Ian Brown in the house, what's going on? Dakota the Gamer, I see you, man. So 2021, fresh behind us, right? We're fresh out of it. Looking forward to 2022. Who has high expectations? That's what I want to know. Some fans have unreasonable high expectations. Some fans have justified high expectations. So I want to know who out there, first of all, what team do you represent, and do you have high expectations for your team? For me, West Virginia. Define high, you know what I'm saying? Better than this year, yes, but not contending for a Big 12, not getting to the playoffs, nothing like that. 7-5, 8-4. I think West Virginia. I think 8-4 is very, very doable. 9-3. That's a stretch. Look at our schedule, Joey. That's rough. You might be setting yourself up for a miserable season because of that. The schedule is brutal, but I think we can go 8-4. I'm even fine with 7-5, depending on how the offense looks. That's another thing. Don't just look at our wins and losses. You got to look at, did we improve? That's the biggest thing. Brian Meyer says Ohio State national champs. Yeah, don't get your, don't beat yourself up. Yeah, raise your expectation there, Brian. National champ. But in all seriousness, I actually agree with that. I think Ohio State will be up there with them. Uh, Alabama, I think, is going to be really tough to beat. Really, really tough to beat next year. BBD says, we are excited, Joey. What are y'all talking about? I do think Tennessee could be that team that jumps to second place in the SEC East. Last year, I predicted Kentucky. That happened. I think it's going to be a fight between Tennessee and South Carolina. Nico Boniface says, as a Washington State fan, I have very low expectations. That's understandable, man. But when y'all had Mike Leach, expectations, up and down, up and down. But yeah, things at Wazoo have not been all that great recently. Not a very good team. When you go back and watch or go on ESPN and you go back and look at different scores of different years, and it takes you back to that moment, and you're like, man, I remember when Washington State was really good under Mike Leach, and now they're just terrible. Same thing with West Virginia. You go back to 2006 and 2007 scores, and you see a single-digit ranking beside West Virginia, and you can remember it, but now it seems like that would be crazy to see that. Sports Nerd says Texas A&M with their $30 million recruiting budget better get to 10 wins or else. Jimbo is one of the greatest at doing the least with the most. Georgia is a dilemma because yes, they did win the national championship, but their recruiting classes are so high they should be doing basically what Alabama does. A letdown year should be missing the playoffs. Like that should make them mad. But that's few and far between, and they did finally win their national championship, but oh my gosh. And they won it with a mediocre quarterback because they had a great defense. So, losing a lot on that, one of the best defenses of all time, in my opinion, choosing Stetson Bennett over JT Daniels, and now JT Daniels is in the transfer portal. And I posted that in a lot of Georgia fan bases, and I knew they were going to say this, and I know you're probably going to say this if you're a Georgia fan. Well, we won a national championship, and that's all that matters. I get that, and for this year, you're right. For this year, you're right. But for the future, it shows that Kirby makes bad decisions, but the talent that he's had that came together through recruiting and transfer portal, especially on the defensive side of the ball, has bailed out his bad decisions 2 times. At least 2 times, he's chosen the lesser quarterback. He chose Jake Fromm over Justin Fields and Stetson Bennett over JT Daniels. So, if Georgia somehow did start sliding down, start sort of floundering in the SEC East, how many years does this national championship buy Kirby Smart? Is he a lifetime coach if he wants it? I mean, doesn't matter how bad things get. He won the national championship, so he can coach forever. If there's any Georgia subscribers in the house, let me know. Jay Glisley says, are we going to get JT Daniels? If not, who's left? I don't know yet. I haven't heard any updates on JT. I still know he's in the transfer portal. I'll have to run through the list to see who he's talking to, but as of right now, I'm not sure. I do think West Virginia has a very small shot at him just because he hasn't said where he's going to go. But once he announces and it's not West Virginia, then what then? We might just have to stick Nico in. I mean, it is what it is. Might not have another choice. We'll see. David Lewis says Texas plays UTSA after Alabama trap game. Could be Michigan Appalachian State scenario. Um, well, I don't think UTSA is going to be as good as what they were last year. And trap game, no, but Texas will have expended a lot of emotion into the Alabama game. So I see what you're saying, but I still think if Texas is the better team, they'll win that. So it just depends on how they're playing. I wouldn't necessarily label it as a trap game. Uh, Sports Nerd says breaking news: Jim Harbaugh informs the team he will return for 2022. Oh man, wow! I'll have to look that up after this. That wow, wow! I'm very surprised at that. I'll have to make a video on that to be honest with you. Who will be West Virginia new wide receiver coach? That's a good question. I don't. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. All right. So I'm not panicking about that. Why? Because our wide receivers have underperformed the past 3 years. Okay. You can blame it on the quarterback, and the quarterback has something to do with it. But if you watch these games, these wide receivers are dropping balls that are thrown squarely to them. So the reason I'm not panicking is the person that's been coaching the wide receivers that have been dropping the ball is gone. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, who we get to replace him, I'm not sure. But I do know that West Virginia has a great offensive coordinator, Graham Harrell. I think he's going to make our offense look completely different than what it did last year. Another quick reminder for the new people that are coming in, please hit the like button or the thumbs down. Either one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hits the YouTube algorithm, gets this thing suggested more, and more people come, more people talk, more conversation. It just helps the video. Fast, simple, free, thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you to those of you who have already hit the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Josh S., what are your thoughts on Georgia getting Mike Bobo and Brian McClendon back on their staff? I think that shows that Georgia is very stable right now, and they're not satisfied with winning that championship now and just kind of sitting back and relaxing. So I think it shows Georgia is still, looking forward and still hungry. So, yeah, I like it. Yeah, Jarrett Nagy did go to Western Kentucky, and I think he'll do pretty good at Western Kentucky. He's from that part of Kentucky. He transferred from Bowling Green, which is it's literally in the western part of Kentucky. So I think he'll feel right at home, and I think he'll do good. I think now the problem is he's uh man, he's replacing a quarterback that broke Joe Burrow's record in passing. So that's a tough act to follow. But besides that, I think he'll have success. It's just hopefully the fan base doesn't judge him based on what just left. Yes, breaking news. Jim did announce that he is staying at Michigan for 2022. But that's weird that he announced that. So I'm still keeping my eyes out on that. Still being alert on that story. The fact that he announced it. Manu says that's him now. He had to change it. Okay, no, you're good. Uh, but yeah, I think Nagy will be all right. In playing at Western Kentucky, he'll be at home. I don't think there'll be as much pressure on him as well, so his numbers might actually improve a lot. Brian Meyer says, GBD, what non-conference home and home series would you most like to see? Ohio State. Hold on. Ohio State has a series coming up with Notre Dame, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. That's a great lineup. I agree with that. But what big schools would you like to see play? Oh man, that's a great question. Well, one matchup is actually happening that I've always loved, and that's Oklahoma and Nebraska. Hopefully, they figure out a way for that rivalry to keep going. But as far as beyond that, and by the way, comments, just because I'm answering the question don't mean you can't either. So y'all be thinking and figure out who y'all would like to see matched up. Um, Great question though. Great question. Man, let's see. I really got to think about this one. I would like to see Michigan and USC. I think that would be. I think that would be pretty cool to see. Um, yeah, Michigan and USC. I think that'd be a great matchup right there. Two different styles as far as how they play. Oh, I thought Bowling Green was in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Well, my bad. But it's still in the neck of the woods. You get what I'm saying. But yes, I didn't know that. Hmm. Okay. So what matchups would y'all like to see? I'd like to see Michigan and USC. That just seems. M Brown says it is in Bowling Green. Uh oh. Now we got the Bowling Green conversation going on. That one came out of nowhere. Bowling Green is in Bowling Green, Ohio. Western Kentucky is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Oh, okay, okay. That's where I got it mixed up. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. I understand now. I get it. But as far as matchups go, who would y'all like to see? Michigan USC. The more I think about it, too, the more I like it. I like Michigan USC. I like that matchup. Um, Oregon Ohio State happened this past year. That was one that I was wanting to see. Maybe let's see who could we match up with Alabama that might be cool. I know we get them in the playoffs and they're gonna well we didn't get the Alabama Michigan matchup. That would be cool. Georgia versus Southern Cal, that would be cool too. I like it. I like it. Texas Colorado, yeah, that's an old Big 12 rivalry. I like that too. Yeah, I saw where Harbaugh announced he's not leaving Michigan. But since he actually announced it, that makes me raise suspicion again. So I'm going to keep my eyes out on that. Um, Anyways, so Michigan, USC. Somebody said Texas, Colorado. That's an old Big 12 rivalry. I like that as well. Notre Dame, LSU. I like that too because of the Brian Kelly factor. That's good. Oklahoma Clemson, yeah, they played in a BCS bowl not too long ago. I would like that as well. Oklahoma Clemson. Let me think. Well, Oklahoma Oregon played in a bowl, so I was going to mention that, but never mind. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. USC Oklahoma. Yeah, yeah, that's a good matchup right there. I like. What about USC Michigan? Yeah, I already said that. I already said that, Golden Blue Dude. See, that shows you I am sick. I am not thinking straight. I already said it. Yes. Yes, Golden Blue Dude. USC and Michigan would be something that you would want to see. Now, don't say it again. West Virginia, Miami. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we will see that in the future. You already know where I'm going to go with that. Virginia Tech, Texas A&M. I mean, yeah, that would be okay, but Virginia Tech needs to bring up their program. Oklahoma State versus West Virginia. Yeah, we see that every year, and Oklahoma State is tough for us to beat as of right now. Let's see. Let me think real quick. I try to pick out one team, one big brand, and then try to match them up differently and see. Yeah, Texas A&M Baylor. That's an old Big 12 rivalry. I like that. I like it. All right, so I'm going to pick out. Let's see. I'm going to pick out Ohio. I think somebody already said this, but Ohio State and USC. I think that would be a good matchup as well. That creative guy 999. He's in the house. Josh S says Miami versus Nebraska. That is awesome, but their brands are not good right now, so they need to bring up their brandage. But yes, I like it. West Virginia to South versus South Carolina. Yeah, I have this one South Carolina friend, and every time I see him. He mentions the 95 CarQuest Bowl. That's his way of trash talking. So, yeah, yeah. We need to even that one up. W Cal. Uh, I mean, the only thing that I think of with West Virginia versus Cal is the national championship where Cal beat West Virginia in basketball. But as far as football, I don't know if we'd understand who's who because the colors are so similar. I know one says Cal and one says West Virginia, but even when I'm watching a Cal game, a fleeting thought of, oh, that looks like West Virginia, and I know that it's not West Virginia, but it still fleets in my head. Andre King, I appreciate your $5 super chat. Awesome supporter right there. West Virginia versus Coastal Carolina. I guess that could be interesting. Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. Texas A&M, Ole Miss. Yeah, we see that every year. Um, West Virginia versus Michigan. Yes. So we got two gold and blue teams playing each other, and MSU Detroit fan says West Virginia versus App State. So two gold and blue teams playing each other, and then two Mountaineer teams playing each other. Yes, Appalachian State Mountaineers versus West Virginia, and we could settle once and for all who the real West Virginia or who the real Mountaineers are. Although right now Appalachian State might be able to beat us, so give us a few years to make sure we can beat them. West Virginia versus Ohio State. Yeah, the last time I saw that was way back in '98. Number one, Ohio State came to Morgantown. We were number 11 at the time, and they beat us. I think it was 34-17 or 31-17, something like that. So the last time West Virginia played Ohio State, it was in Morgantown. It was a good game, but you could tell that Ohio State was definitely the better team. As soon as we scored a field goal and they scored a touchdown, I'm like, that's how it's going to be. It was a good game. It's just they could score a touchdown and we had to settle for a field goal, but we would drive the field and then have to settle. Who and where is Appalachian State? Appalachian State is a university in North Carolina, Boone, North Carolina, actually not too far from here, kind of east central North Carolina, up in the mountains. So, yeah, it's they're out there. West Virginia versus Michigan State, 1942. That was before my time. I don't remember that. Moonshine Third. I mentioned that in my best rivalry matchup or rivalry nicknames. The Moonshine Throwdown, West Virginia versus Marshall. Yes, 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 yes. Georgia Oregon. I like that. Yes, I think that's one that we've been looking forward to. Oh, sarcastic. Gotcha. See, whenever you're reading chats, it's hard to tell. Sarcasm sometimes is tough to gauge through comments. So, yeah. Marshall back in the day used to upset a lot of people. I remember they upset Clemson one year. I think they upset South Carolina one year. Kansas State, I believe they upset Mississippi State. Yeah. So they were known for upsetting people back in the day. Good matchups. I like it. But I'm trying to think of one. There has to be one that I'm not thinking of that would really blow my mind. Oh man, did I already say Alabama USC? I think that would be great. Two big brands. So I guess it depends on nostalgia or would it actually be a good game. Uh, Vandy versus Yukon, the best worst rivalry. Yeah, South Carolina versus Coastal Carolina. I like that. I actually like that. Uh, yeah, I got you. Well, even though my internet screwed up my live show on my laptop, we still had one here. We had a great turnout. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Um, make sure I didn't miss anybody on the shout out. Just in case I didn't shout you out, that creative guy 999. Josh S. Sam Bostic, I see you, man. Tim Hall, in case I missed you. Wolf 58. He's been stopping by a lot, so good supporter there. Christian Baylor Bear 03. I see you, man. I didn't miss you. Anybody else? M Brown, which is Man U, by the way. Jay Glizzy, 1999, and Andre King. I know you sent me the $5 super chat, but I have to officially shout you out as well. Nico Bonyface, Josh S. That is a funny screen name right there. Gamecock Chuck, in case I missed you earlier. I think everybody else I hit. David Lewis. I don't remember saying his name. Anybody else? Anybody else? Vandy Dandy. I know I read your comment, but I didn't shout you out. Vandy Dandy in the house. Crypt Keeper. I know I didn't shout you out. What's going on, bud? Jim Hamrick. I read your comment, but I didn't shout you out. I got you. And I believe I'm all caught up. No, the real MVP 24. I missed you as well. All right, now I think I'm all caught up. Nope, Hunter Hire, Dakota the Gamer, Double A. 3 of them I missed right there. Dadgummit. How did I miss all you guys? Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. Shout you out as well. Now I am officially caught up. If I didn't shout you out, you've already commented, then comment real quick. Comment real quick before I get off here. I got a stuffy nose, kind of sick, but I still did the live show because Monday I was actually way worse than what I am now. Not COVID this time, just a little bit of strep and cold. So, I'll be all right. I'll make it. I made it through. Hey, and make sure to hit the like button on the way out. So even when we're done with the live show, it'll still get suggested, and we'll get more views on this. No, I'm not mad when I have my sunglasses on. It just helps with the studio lighting and editing and stuff. All right, we're good. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. But hey, it turned out to be a pretty good live show. A lot of conversation. A lot of people stopped by, even though my stupid laptop, for whatever reason, wouldn't work right. But it'll be fine because it looks like it's working fine now. So we hooked up the old phone, got the mic up in there. One last look. Sorry for the pop. One last look. That's what I'm working on. Hopefully next time I go live, this will be completed. So there you go. All right, I'm going to hop off here, and we'll have another live show for you on Saturday. Might do one in between, maybe a Thursday, because Friday, don't forget the West Virginia channel through Mark Rogers. Go look it up on YouTube. Hit the like button. We're going to have a live show for you on Friday. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out of here. And for now, it looks like Jim Harbaugh is actually staying at Michigan, but the fact that he actually came out and announced it makes me still pay attention to that. So I'll keep my eyes out on that. Y'all have a good night.